Happy New Year's. Well, this was a new year about 11 months ago. As an autistic person, I want to share what the different months of the year remind me of. During January, it's like life started, but it's still dormant. It's like the beginning of the day before the sun comes up. Like a baby still in the womb, people often cozy up in their house. February is like the crack of dawn, just before the sun comes up. It's like a baby that's just been born. People still like doing winter activities, but you can just start seeing a glimmer of brighter life ahead. March is like when you see the sun just begin to peek from the horizon. You start to see the same thing with the plants and animals. You'll see pussy willows, and you might even see a few bees. It's like the person has now become a toddler. April is like early morning where the sun is slightly higher up. It's like the person has now grown to be a child. More animals emerge from hibernation, and there's beautiful flowers everywhere. May is like the later part of the morning. However, people are at full swing in the day now. It's like the person is now a teenager. Many people are doing spring activities, but a few are beginning to do summer activities as well, such as barbecuing like on Memorial Day. June is when you really start to see the day get bright. It's like the early afternoon, and it's definitely in the air. People feel it and they get excited. People are doing summer activity, and all the animals sense it too. Cicadas start buzzing and crickets start chirping. It's like the person is now a young adult, or they're graduating high school and living life as a young adult. Many might enjoy it and celebrate it by partying too. July is like the mid-afternoon. The sun is often the highest and it's often the brightest. It's like the middle of a person's life, like when a person's in their 30s. Like a young adult, people are youthful and still do summer activities, but they may also settle a little bit too. August is like the afternoon too, but it's like the later part of the afternoon. The sun's still shining bright, but you can tell it's getting a little bit later. It's like an adult who's in their early or mid-40s, not quite in their middle ages anymore. People still do summer activities. However, many choose to do these activities knowing that things are going to change soon. September is like the part of the day where it could be considered early evening, the beginning of the golden hour. It's when a person suddenly realizes that they are older, but they still may have a lot of life to enjoy though. Some may even be grandparents at this point. It's still warm out, but you can tell the seasons are starting to change. Plants are growing tall and getting ready to be harvested. October is like sunset. You see orange everywhere. The person is considered to be elderly. Many are starting to retire. However, they're still young enough to be active. Not only people retire, but you see nature retire in a lot of ways too. Leaves turn yellow and orange, and pumpkins get harvested. After October, the sun has gone below the horizon. November is like twilight after the sun has set. The person is now older, becoming less active, but reflecting on life. They may have many mixed feelings. They might feel emotional. They might be happy about some things, but wish other things could be different. However, they're overall thankful about what has happened in their life. Many people do a similar thing at this time by reflecting on the year. Many feel excited and thankful, and some people even celebrate Thanksgiving. December is that last bit of glow you see after twilight as it gets dark again. A person at this point of their life is often accepting the fact that death is inevitable. However, it's a beautiful thing. Many will prepare themselves by being more open to the idea, and some might even get more spiritual. They may continue to be thankful for all the things that has happened, but they will also be ready to transition. It's like people celebrate this during Christmas, when the world starts looking more magical and beautiful and there's decorations and lights everywhere. After Christmas, the transition process starts. The person's body sequentially shuts down. As the seconds count down to New Year's, the person makes its last breath and their eyes close for the last final time. Then a new year is born and a new baby is born. A new day. Well, 2022 has now reached that point. And like all the other previous years, I want to celebrate its final breath with all its magic and glory I can muster. So like many of the previous years, I'm going to celebrate the end of this year big, with all the love I have for it.